Good morning, students. As you know, we are doing the chapter Forms of Business Organization, and in this chapter we have learned about the sole proprietorship and many other private sectors like cooperative societies and partnership. Clear? Today we are going to talk about the joint stock company. This is also a private sector enterprise. Students, if we want to do the business at a large scale, at that time sole proprietorship business, partnership business are not appropriate. At that time we form a company, and the name of that company will be joint stock company. Okay, now we will understand how we can do business at a large scale by creating a company. How we can create a company, we should understand all these things today. Student, the company form of organization means company or joint stock company is the form of business organization, is considered to be the most suitable organization business. As I have told you, there are different types of forms of business organization, but company is considered to be the most suitable or best business organization. And if we want to do the business activity at a large scale, at that time joint stock company will be appropriate. It has advantage of attracting huge capital of public. This is the main feature. In sole proprietorship, we invest the capital for starting the business. On the other hand, if we are going to do the business of partnership, at that time 2 or 3 or more partners are in the partnership. At that time they invest their capital. But in joint stock company, public invest the capital, public invest their money. It means partners are few, sole proprietor is only one person. But if we are talking about joint stock company, at that time you will see the number of people are there to invest their money as capital in the joint stock company. Clear? So we can attract huge capital from the public. This is done only in joint stock company with adequate capital. When we have adequate capital, means a lot of capital, it at that time any company can employ trained and experienced managers to run the business activity effectively. Means if some pupil or one pupil is doing the business activity, he or 2 or 3 persons have their limitations. But if we appoint very experienced and skilled person, we can pay them highly. Okay, and they will give their best to our company. In this way our company will grow and we will provide the dividend and interest to the public also, and at that time our goodwill will also increase. This is what is special in this type of form of business, which is called joint stock company. Clear? Now we will see what are the features of joint stock company. Students, The first point is separate legal existence. It means, if before understanding this point, if we talk about the sole proprietorship, at that time, that person who is doing the sole proprietorship business, he has unlimited liabilities. If he is unable to pay the liability, pay the debt of the shop or business at that time, his personal assets will also be forfeited. In the same way, in the partnership business, partners have unlimited liabilities. They will also have to pay the debts of the partnership firm. If the assets of the partnership firm is not enough, at that time their personal properties will also be forfeited. But in the joint stock company, company has legal existence, separate legal existence. It means the members of the partners, the directors of the partners has limited liabilities. Means, if we talk about the example, if company winds up itself, the board of directors will not pay the company's debt. Okay, and the other point is artificial person. If we are talking about the person, we are human beings, we are created by God, but company is not created by God, company is created by the persons. But there is legal entity of that business. Means, if a person wants to purchase asset, he can. In the same way, if a company wants to purchase the asset, company can also buy the assets. Company can take loan as the people can take loan. But you know, this is very important point. Company is an artificial person. Means company does the work just like the human beings, but on the basis of board of directors. Okay, this is what we call artificial person. A registration, we are talking about the registration. As you know, in sole proprietorship business or in partnership, there is no need of registration. But for forming a company, it is very important to register the company under Company Act 1956. There is a act, Companies Act 1956. Under this act, every company has to be registered. Okay, without registration, no company can come in existence. Perpetual succession is the next point. In this point, we should understand that the company will make its continuity. It means, if some board of directors dies, at that time company will not stop working. Company will continue, company will retain its continuity. Okay, other partners, other board of members will continue this company, and if any board of director dies, we can appoint another board of directors. But you should know, all the board of directors are elected by the shareholders. So another board of directors can also be elected, can also be appointed. And the next point is common seal. This point is related to point number 2, artificial person. We are talking about purchasing the assets at that time. If any person wants to purchase assets, if any person wants to take loan, he will sign, he will make his signature. But company is an artificial person. How it can sign? It cannot make any signature. At that time there is a common seal. What is the meaning of common seal? Common seal is just like the consent given by all members, all board of directors. If any director put the common seal, it means all the directors are giving the acceptance for that purchasing the goods or taking loan, etc. Any transactions we can do. Okay, but if any transaction, if there is no common seal, it means the transaction will not make any effect. Clear? This is just like the signature of human being. When a company's seal is put on certain document, this will be just like the signature made by the person. Okay. Now we will see the 6th point, transferability of share. In partnership, this is not possible, but in company, any shareholder, if he wants to sell, if he want to transfer his share to any person, he can sell his share in the stock market and he can leave his share at any time and he will get the money. Okay, but in partnership the consent of other person is very necessary, but in the case of company there is no other person. In the share market you can sell your share at any time, and after that this is their duty to sell the shares for other pupils. Okay, it becomes very easy to get money by selling share at any time of the day. Okay, now we will see the separation of ownership and control. It means company is separate from ownership and control. And the 8th and last point is limited liabilities, as I have told you already at the time of understanding the meaning. Company, the board of directors has or shareholder has limited liabilities. We can understand this point by taking an example. If a person has 1000 shares and the face value of the share is ₹10, it means if we multiply 1000 share to the face value ₹10, the amount will come 10,000. It means he is liable for only 10,000 rupees. Means that shareholder's liability is up to 10,000 rupees only. It means the liability of the shareholder is limited. Okay, in this way students we can understand what is joint stock company and what are the features of joint stock company. Okay, till then, thank you.